that adults could be pressured by other adults who don't even contribute anything financially to their household. I just thought once you grow up, right? Once you grow up, you move at your own accord. Either you fuck and somebody fuck with you or they don't fuck with you. First and foremost, salute to our brother Dr. Randy Short. And just checking in, ladies and gentlemen. Salute to brother Dr. Randy Short checking in. And I am finding
Salute,
that a
Dr.
lot
Short.
of grown ass women and men are not grown. They're scary. Hold on. Farrakhan, can you help me out?
Scared to death Negroes.
Just a bunch of scared Negroes. Okay? Going along to get along. Okay? A bunch of go along, get along folk. I'm going to bring up something. And I want to make the math for everyone. Okay? Now, I've been hearing a good amount of talking points over this election process, right? A lot of folks are saying, a lot of folks are saying that black Americans did a good job this time. I'm here to tell you, unfortunately, the job that we did, we didn't necessarily do anything per se. Some folks stayed home, which is cool. Other folks voted independent, which is cool. And other folks voted Republican. Or voted independently. Okay? But I want to show y'all something. Let me show y'all what black America did this election season. Okay? Particularly the ones black Americans on the votes. I think we need to make some stuff make sense here. Okay? Now y'all know I'm pretty active in my community section. But we need to make some stuff make sense here. Okay? So let me do that for you. Alright? And make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Okay? Let me show you something. Excuse me, Mom. Okay. So let's share this here. Let me bring this up. Now, what we're looking at, black America, and others, okay, because we don't just have a black audience here. Salute to the others that rock with us, okay. But we don't just have a black American audience, okay. So, based off of these numbers here, okay, black America got saved by the others, okay. Black America, unfortunately, is still under LBJ's curse. Let me zoom in a little bit more so we can really, really see this. Okay? Let's see. Really zoom in. Okay? Now, there we go. Now, looking at that compared to everyone else, black America is fighting to stay on that plantation. They want to stay here. Yeah. 81%. So more black men left the plantation. Salute to the brothers. Okay? More black men left the mental plantation. So salute to our brothers. And a couple more sisters left the plantation too. They did. A couple more. Okay? However, collectively, Negroes are afraid to leave the plantation.
Scared to death Negroes.
So now
Chef,
we have. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I just want to ask the source of this, because it's in their interest to make even these numbers look more inflated than they are. Because, and I know that I spend a lot of my time in echo chambers. I know this, but I find it really hard to believe that 81% of the black male vote went to her. I find that so hard to believe. I'm not saying that it's not true or that it's impossible. I'm struggling with it though. And I wonder if it's in their best interest to inflate these numbers to make it look like, oh, they haven't left. So just stay right where you are, because y'all haven't really left like that. You know what I mean?
Well, in this system, I believe this is what is this? The CB? No, what do they call that? The AP. AP. Got that press thing, Associated Press numbers. I think that's what it is. Okay. So Associated Press.
Okay. All right.
Now, what we're looking at, though, unfortunately, we're looking at a scenario where black men and black women, okay, are still fighting to stay on that plantation. And my question is, my question is, 60 years are down from when LBJ declared this curse that he wanted to get going. He said, I had these niggas voting for the next 200 something years. I had Negroes voting for the next 200 years. It's only been 60 years, 60 plus, but since he put that down. Okay? So now I'm looking at the situation, and I'm talking about a scenario where even right now, today, after having spoken to some people, talking about they cut me off the macaroni cheese and the banana pudding things, that they still fighting to stay on that Democratic plantation. Ladies and gentlemen, the wolf has just entered the building. Salute to Brother Juan J. Johnson.
Little brother Wolf.
Salute, brother, salute. My apologies for being so late, but I'm here.
No, you are here, sir. My brother Dr. Short is here. Matter of fact, let me go to Brother Dr. Randy Short. Touch this young man. Brother Dr. Randy Short, sir, how are you just this evening, sir? How are you, sir?
Well, I'm white, brother.
I can. Excellent work. I see that you're ahead of the game. You're on the white side.
Yes, and so yeah, I'm white, so all is well.
Excellent. Are you up to speed, Brother Dr. Randy Short? If not, we will bring you up to speed. We touched on the first line of what we call the crash outs. Kamala supporters losing their fucking minds. And
they never had minds to lose.
Correct, sir. Correct, sir. So we have now moved on to this stat evaluation, and then we'll go into Kamala's concession speech. Let's see what that's about. But we're looking at this plantation demographic right here. Okay. And this demographic shows that we still got another 140 years to go before LBJ's curse has lifted. Shout out to Cut the Check, checking in. Salute to Brother Cut the Check in the middle. Yes, indeed. So what is bothering me, I think this is premature celebration. And now, Brother Vader, I don't think you're too far-fetched when you say, hey, they fluff these stats too, to kind of mentally, excuse me, fam, I'm getting this allergy shit.
Bless you.
Nonetheless, they kind of inflated these numbers too, to keep the plantation hopefuls alive. Okay. However, I don't think they inflated it that much. Yeah, they do manipulate a lot of shit, but they didn't inflate it that much. Real quick, family, salute. Let me salute Brother Kev for hitting the cash out. Salute to Brother Kev. Salute for checking in. Sound the alarm. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. So now we have to look at, where do we go from here, Black America? where do we go from here when the plantation refuses to close? Right? Well, when you still got Harriet Tubman in the case of brothers that's on this panel saying, listen, I could have freed more you Negroes if you knew you were slaves. Based off what this stat is showing us, there's still a bunch of Negroes who don't want to be free. So I want to go to Brother Juan J. Johnson, sir. Looking at this stat here, numbers don't lie, people do. What say you, Brother Juan J. Johnson, sir?
I'll say this. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
They are not letting me broadcast on YouTube or X.
Hold on, say that again.
They are not letting me broadcast. I got a big pink sign with exclamation point saying they're not allowing me to broadcast on X.
What the hell?
I'm gonna take a picture of this. I'm gonna take a picture of this.
Wow.
Great.
Yes, you have made
They
it to the
clipped
promised
Brother
land,
Wolf.
sir. You have made it, Brother Juan J.
I'm gonna
Johnson.
take a picture of that. This is crazy.
Yeah. Listen, if you could take that picture and shoot it to my DM on X, sir, I will happily bring that up. You have arrived. See, I told you, Brother Juan J. Johnson. You keep telling folks, get your guns. Get your guns, protect your family. They said we gonna get this Negro about. We gonna get this motherfucker. Get your two-way. Contact me for your. You need your firearm training. Contact me. They said, oh hell. So yeah, Brother Juan, man. Listen. Salute to our Brother Juan J. Johnson, man. Free Brother Juan J. Johnson.
What's that email I'm sending to you? Where am I sending it to again?
No, just send it to my XDM. My XDM.
What's that?
Are you able to get an X? But you
On
can't
Twitter?
go live, right? You can get in, but you can't go live. If you can't do that, just send it on their necks. Yeah. But nonetheless, so plantation stats here. The next move for Black America, again, what this reflects to me is similar to what I said to the family last week. Actually, I've been standing on this pretty thoroughly. I said what this shows is that if they take their foot up off of us, this little progress we've made as far as black men at 81% voting, that has a strong possibility of going back up, ladies and gentlemen. That has a very strong possibility of going back up. Women, black women, that done went down to 90. That has another more strong percentage of going back up, ladies and gentlemen. I think it was premature. We needed Kamala to keep Negroes pissed the fuck off. We needed it. So I'm curious to see what happens here. I am confident and pretty happy though. Trump has confirmed and is showing that he will follow through with the deportation within the first 100 days of his administration. He's already made some advances.
I love it.
Okay.
Not as much as I do.
More.
But what we got is what we got. We got a commitment on the books, Sean, man. At least on the media books. Okay. So that is progressive. But that head up fade with this system of white degeneracy is inevitable. And Black America has to be strong enough and prepared to take that on. Let me see. I think it's. But what say you, Brother Juan J. Johnson? What does that number look like to you, sir? Those stats.
gotta get a pump. I'm hearing an echo, man. You got an echo?
I think that's who's the echo. It might be Brother Short. Let me see. Try something now, Brother Juan.
Can you hear me now?
There you go. Yeah, that was Brother Dr. Short. Yeah.
So I think I'll leave with this comment. When you don't control the media, you don't control the narrative. And I think that I learned through the whole pandemic that they will fudge the numbers. Mainstream media cannot be trusted under no circumstances, even with the numbers. We saw how the campaign was this whole presidential cycle. I'm not a Trump fan or Kamala. I just try to look at the straight line. And I'm saying that he got so much negative coverage. I'm like, well, has he did anything positive? Did he do anything positive? They couldn't find nothing. So when you don't control the media, you don't control the narrative. I don't trust none of them. And the AP, Associated Press, they eyed some things, but again, I looked at all of them. They was all on the same page, saying the same thing. And you look at them now. Look at the results. They didn't anticipate a sweep. Everybody was anticipating he would lose, and now you're seeing the crash outs. Nationwide crash outs. Okay, and those crash outs are real because look, these folks, man. When you got some people that's emotionally unstable, they are liable to do anything. And watch this. Think about this. These folks are putting their crash outs on social media to be viewed by millions or billions. These are some young folks too, right? Do you even consider possibly a job one day, or going somewhere to get a job, and they check your social media? You type in your name, and they got you out there yelling, screaming, crying, lips trembling, crashing out. It's not a good look. It's not a good look at all.
You know, and that part right there, this is part of why, you know, a lot of these companies are, you know, eavesdropping on these folks. Yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense, man. If I found out somebody that works for C is doing some crashing shit, got me thinking. You got me thinking, brother.
Yeah.
Because I got one guy, actually I got two guys that I'm thinking about. I was gonna have him on a gig next week. I mean, I'm gonna creep on this. Yeah. Chef C about to creep on his social media and see if this mother crashed out. I'm gonna take him off the job. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, nah.
People don't look at the residual impacts of their comments on social media. When I post something, I'm very clear. You can pull me up 10 years from now. I said it, my chest out.
Yeah.
I got some stuff, man. I got some real hard stuff on social media on my other channel. And I know if I decide to run for office, they're going to pull it up. And I'm going to stand 10 toes. I said it. And what you going to do about it?
Right.
Either you're going to vote for me or you're not going to vote for me. But I said it. It's like what Mike Tyson said, I'm voting for Trump. What you going to do about it? Huh? What you going to do? Nothing.
I like that type of energy, you know. So, but yeah, absolutely.
Doc, I texted to you. I texted to your phone. If you
Okay.
can pull it up on your text.
Yeah, and brother Juan J. Johnson, I will absolutely do what you brought up, which is I'm going to look on because I got some shit I gotta shake this upcoming week. I will make sure that these people that work with me aren't crashing out.
Man, I know of family members and friends who are emotionally unstable right now. I mean, they took this thing personal, like with tears.
Right.
I mean, like unfiltered rage. And I'm like, look here, man, you gotta come on back to the light, you know. it's not that serious, but it is serious, but not to the point where you want to do some damage to somebody, man. But again, it goes back to me again, the pandemic piece. Well, they did the same thing during the pandemic, crashing out, hating their brothers. I don't want to talk to you. You're not my brother. You're not my friend. You're not my family.
I trust the science.
I trust the science.
Their body, their choice. You know, that's what we gotta understand. Their body, their choice. They chose to crash out. That was the decision. That was the decision. So, you know, oh yeah, excellent work here, brother. Excellent. Yeah, you got the nerve to be out here telling folks to get guns. Let me show the family.
And this doesn't happen like that. I mean, come on, both my little stations, I pay every month for this station, for the services, man.
Right. No, and nobody to be found when you got to get the refund. That's what bothers me about these fuckers. Yeah, nobody want to be found when you need to get that refund.
Yeah, there it is. We are having trouble streaming to YouTube, but that's a YouTube and X. I didn't need both of them.
Oh yeah, they both at the top. They blocked you both. I'm showing both of the blocks. Excellent work, brother.
Yeah. Wish I could make this out. Yeah.
Excellent job. This is phenomenal. So y'all, brother Juan J. Johnson has made it to the promised land.
Yes, he is a class 1 subversive now.
Well, brother Juan, it appears that the memo has been sent out on brother Juan. You're almost on that Dr. Short list too.
Oh my God.
You've almost made it there. Okay? But you are entry level black identity extremist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
Entry level. Like I said, he class 1. He got to work his way up to class 9.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to still keep encouraging the family and all those who hear me nationwide, globally. I need you to be serious about becoming responsible gun owners, gun users.
Oh, they about to pull the broadcast down.
Right? He trying to bring you with him, Chef. He trying to bring you with him.
Have you considered a shotgun? Have you considered a rifle? Have you considered a revolver? Or maybe have you considered a semi-automatic handgun? If you have, happy are ye. Jesus said that. He did. Yes, he did have those.
But you know what, brother Juan J. Johnson, excellent work by you, sir. You've achieved the ultimate, censorship. You arrived. I think you arrived. You know, being a guy who emphasizes safety.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta respect your contribution, and YouTube and X also respect your contribution. So.
This is crazy, man. I ain't just got on. I ain't even been on. That's it. I haven't even really been in the broadcast.
Well, again, what we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen, y'all see it on the screen. YouTube, X, and these other platforms, their job is to get you before you get motion, before you get really going. Shut you down. Sit Brother Juan J. Johnson down. Brother Juan only, and listen, it's no coincidence. Brother Juan only got almost 300 subscribers on his platform. You want to know why? Look at the screen. Look at the screen. Excellent work. Excellent work. Excellent.
Appreciate it.
I can only aspire to do this. Well, I kind of done it. Facebook got me the fuck up out the way, so I'm en route. But nonetheless, let's continue to have this conversation. We are looking at the stats. The numbers don't lie. Let me get Brother Dr. Short in here, Brother Dr. Short.
Yes.
Sir, what are you reading there, sir? Let's bring us up to speed, sir.
Oh no, I'm just cleaning out my phone. You know, I have so much stuff in it. So, but look, where my head is I'm truly enjoying seeing the shit kicked out of pork chop feminists and the boule this is really wonderful. Okay, I'm really happy to see the shit kicked out of the boule, man, and just these people being miserable. This makes me feel great. You know, I feel great. And now I agree with you. Black people haven't been screwed enough. We haven't been screwed enough to get it yet, unfortunately.
I think
We haven't been screwed enough yet. And this is a problem. We haven't been screwed enough because this should be very easy to get people to think, and that's the problem. But I'll tell you, it's the beginning. What has to happen now is that we have to keep the pressure on. I have a friend of many years that was maybe a line sister to Kamala Harris or a first class soror to Kamala. And I'm certain they voted for Kamala, and they don't really care about what the facts are. It was all about womanhood, this, that, and the other. The real problem in our community is what I would say toxic pork chop feminist estrogen syndrome. There are a lot of toxic ass men and women in our community that are, and particularly I'm focusing on the men. We have so many male bitches in our community until it reinforces the bitchiness in women. So we're dealing with a testosterone and an estrogen-rich bitchiness that dominates
Gunshot.
that dominates the community. Black men, if we stood together as a collective, nobody would be saying anything to us about who we voted for, whatever. In fact, 80% of black men still voted for Kamswala. That lets you know that 4 out of 5 black folk are sick as shit. The majority of black people are dumbass black people. And so most black men are brotherfuckers. We're not talking about people that stayed on the couch. We're talking about people that turned out and voted. Of the people that voted, 80% of black men are on stupid shit. And 93% of black women that voted were on stupid shit. That's what we learned from the polls, right? Is that most people are on dumb shit. Most of our folks are on dumb shit. That's our problem.
well, the numbers are there.
The numbers say that black folks are still on dumb shit. And what's unfortunate is that people who give a damn, we need to get out of, there's a real problem that black people have, and I addressed this to someone on what's this damn thing called, on Shitter today. Weak people count on moral suasion. Strong people deal in raw power. We've been trying to persuade black people, come, let's do the right thing, it'll help us. That's what Harriet Tubman's doing. Run away, you'll be free. Had Harriet Tubman had other people with guns, they could have marched other people's asses to freedom. The problem is she only had one person she could rely on, herself and her gun. We're not going to get to certain black folks telling people what's right. If your money and everything is based on how you get screwed, then you're the enemy. Let me just say to you, all of my friends that were in the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, my friends, some of them are dead, that are Black Panthers, what they knew was that they were the enemy of the very black people they wanted to help. We're enemies to each other. A lot of people need to start studying resistance movements. In particular, I'd recommend anybody listening to take some time there and look at the French resistance, Polish resistance, when the Nazis took over the country, like there's a good series you can find on YouTube called Collaborators. And if you can't find the link, you can email me and damn it, I'll send it to you. And it's a study of all the people who betrayed their countries to serve the Nazis because they were powerful. Because it would basically show you how black so-called successful people, many black people are traitors. Treason and betrayal is normal in black life. To sell out, to betray, to be jealous, to backstab. That was the slave culture. It is our culture now. So I could come to you with a great idea, and you'll tell Massa, you'll give my idea to Massa. You would not say, hey man, that's good. Instead, I would betray you. That was the way, because all things come from white people and white power, and therefore nobody black matters. Black solidarity is a deal breaker. It is a barrier to success. Therefore, we're enemies to one another. As a collective, we are enemies. We hate one another, and we see each other as opponents and rivals to having white acceptance and access. Black access and inclusion isn't really important to significant numbers of black people. And therefore, we have a lot of people that are enemies. I have a very dear friend of nearly 40 years, and one of the things he learned, even though he was training people in the very best program teaching skills to young people, he couldn't get black business owners to hire blacks. Even when they had the best to offer, they preferred hiring illegals with less skills. And they paid the illegals well. So it's not true that those folks aren't paid. The black, and these are black men, and I have to emphasize, black American men are bitches. I'd say 80 to 90% of us. That's the real problem that we have. We function as females with dicks. We're basically trannies with the ability to procreate from the male side. Because men in every other culture have some degree of respect, solidarity, law, covenant, and they can coalesce. If you look at most black organizations, including the Black Panthers, most Black Panthers were black women because black men won't work together. Black men being basically pussy-loving fags is our problem. And actually, let me not say that, because black homosexuals stick together and achieve shit. There's a problem with heterosexual black men where we think because you can stick your dick into a pussy or some woman's jaws or a rectum if you're twisted, you don't need any other black men on the planet. In fact, a lot of black men run organizations and businesses, and they won't hire another black man. They have a church, and they'll run all the black men out, and they'll only have women. Most black men would be happy if all other black men were dead, so there'd be more pussy for them. We're the only men that have an exterminationist view of each other, and then cry and complain about people and rival competitive groups not liking. So my enemy should love me, but I should hate my own kind. It's the stupidest, most retarded. In fact, it's beneath sodomites, because sodomites can stick together around sucking dick and getting fucked in the ass. I have yet to figure out what makes heterosexual black men stick together and have solidarity and mutual respect. Not these days. That's the problem. And by the way, men of the leadership of the people, don't let any of these goddamn black women feminists tell you women are the leadership. That's bullshit. The day that women become the leadership of a race is the day that those women should all serve in the army. They should all be in the draft, because you're such leaders, then y'all asses need to carry a gun and go into combat. And most of the time, let's just be honest, women ain't up to that, and they don't want to be up to it either. And I'm not mad at them. But be a damn woman for real. Stop acting like you can play a man's game, because it doesn't work. And so that's the fundamental problem. Bitchy black men. That brotherfucker culture I keep talking about. Chef C, when I met you a few years ago, I was so happy to meet you. I could tell instinctively that you weren't a brotherfucker. I've been in touch with you ever since. Brother Juan, I met you. Brother Juan, at that damn fake ass religious gathering. You know what I'm talking about. And you weren't a brotherfucker either. I've stayed in touch ever since. Black men, if we actually valued each other, the minute you meet someone that's not a run of the mill, I'm angry because you're straight and you like pussy. I hate fags, but I hate straight men too because they're rivals for pussy. So I got to destroy you for no particular reason. Yet I'm upset about racism. I mean, you're talking about some fucking schizophrenia, some psychopathy in black men. Let me give you an example, just so that you know that other people can see this bullshit in us. I was talking to some black Brazilians, and they were saying that they don't like some black American men. You know why? Because black American men have taken fighting over pussy to Brazil. There's pussy everywhere. But there's not enough for any two black men. So they're dudes fighting. I mean, the people couldn't believe it. Brazil. What are they fighting over? They're women and for everybody, but not for black American men. He wouldn't dare do that to white men. Tell a white man, you with too many women, I gotta do something. But we feel we have the right to exterminate one another. That's a sickness. It's a sickness in our culture. A lot of people see it as some kind of privilege or something that makes us special, that we can be so shitty towards one another over dumb shit. I'm talking about black men. So I'm telling them, they go to Brazil, do the passport thing, and then take this dumbass, there's only enough pussy for one man. I've even heard people say, I wish I was the only man on earth so all the women would be mine. If you don't have any men around to fight, someone's going to attack you and take all your bitches away, dummy. But we don't have any intrinsic value for one another. And you can't get anywhere with that kind of psychopathy. No one will like you. No one will respect you. You don't have any power. In fact, you watch black men play basketball and the niggas act like they're not on the team. The white guys may not play as well as individuals, but as a team, they win. The black guy on the team hates all of his colleagues. He's against they can't even look at the ball because they play with him. We see that as okay, this exterminationist individualism among black men. It's disgusting, and I don't give a damn if it's the norm. That influences politics. It influences everything. And all of it is based on, I've got to be the only one. And in reality, it's not very manly. Most of the people that you see engaged in this stupid ass behavior are black men that are bastards that didn't grow up with fathers. And we're never, part of why we're in the mess that we're in now is that most of us are bastards. And we walk on eggshells around these unfathered niggas who are tripped. And unfathered hoes they both want a man and don't want a man to tell them anything. Don't want to cook, don't want to be a mother, don't really want to fuck. And yet they should have a man. So at the heart of it is, that's why we talk about patriarchy. Men have to take control in our community, not to oppress anybody, but to liberate us from our bullshit. And by the way, moral suasion won't work. If you have a daughter, and a guy wants to screw your daughter without marrying her, You can't use moral suasion to keep him from screwing her once he's got a real hard on. What you have to say to him is, if you screw my daughter, in particular if she's pregnant, we're going to castrate you and put you in the river. That's how it used to be, and that's why a lot of folks didn't have kids out of wedlock, not because getting pussy outside of marriage wasn't something that people did or wanted to do. There was a collection of men that took names and dealt with people who broke rules. Right now, we have a lawless community. We have a community that doesn't respect one another. They call the police and hate the police at the same damn time. It's confusing. Ask Brother Juan. Damn it. If you guys solved this shit, you would need to call 911. You don't want to solve it. You don't want anyone else to solve it, and yet you call for help. And that's some woman shit there. So you picked a mass killer for a boyfriend. And then he hits you. Well, shit, he didn't kill you. I mean, he's a killer. All he did was hit you. Bitch, you're lucky. Shit, you need to play the lotto. Take the date that he kicked your ass and put that on the ticket. See if you get paid. This is our problem, and it plays out in politics. And this and part of the reason, until we start talking about this bastard culture and this whore culture, and we need to gaslight the bastards and the whores in the community. I'm tired of hoes strutting around like they're important. All these people that gave Kamala Harris some shine because she's a freelance sex worker. She gets to run for president because she sucked Willie Brown's dick back in the 80s? That's all we ask?
Well, hold that thought for a second, Brother Dr. Short. Brother Vader. I got something for Dr. Short, since we're going to bring up the whoredom. I got something special.
I absolutely agree with Dr. Short. You know, I immediately tweeted that, you know, she brings back the whole, she epitomizes hookers and blow, because she blew off all them hookers that were waiting for her at Howard when she was there. But more than that, we need a star chamber.
Yes.
We do need to handle business in house. We need to take out our trash. There is a need for cleanup in our community, right? We look at our buck dancers and our coons, and there's a need to clean up our community. But it goes deeper than that. Just the buck dancers and coons. We have problems where we need to take out the trash. I agree with him wholeheartedly.
I mean, it's.
Well, let me go to Brother Dr. Short. Yeah, go ahead, Brother Dr. Short. Talk your talk.
Okay, I just brought on hello to the Angry Black Men's Book Club. Let me see, we got about 70 people, actually 75, and there will be more. Look, if you're, remember Aretha Franklin's funeral, and the Negro got up there and started talking about how jacked up the Cleveland family was, how crazy, Aretha Franklin's family was? And he started saying, he started talking about respect. Remember that? When the pastor got up there and said, ooh, a little respect, ooh, little respect. The Republicans need to respect the Democrats. The Democrats need to respect the Republicans. The straights need to respect the gays. The gays need to respect the straights. And he started talking about, if your home is messed up, then your neighborhood is messed up. If your neighborhood's messed up, your community's messed up. If your community is messed up, your city's messed up. If your city's messed up, your state is messed up. If the states are messed up, your nation is messed up. The black family and the black community is in a state of rapid disintegration and decline if it isn't already gone. And it can be turned around, but you won't be able to go to dirty ass Jamal Bryant or compromised TD Jakes or any of these people and say, brother, our people need better. Could we do this? I'm saying it because I'm someone that's tried, went and pleaded with people. Please do right by. Nope. How the Black Panthers got the food and the medical care. In some instances, they went and told some black doctors, hey, Dennis, if you don't help us with some of these kids' teeth, we're going to pull your teeth out. I hate to say it, like, I'm no tough guy. If you meet me, I'm not a tough person, but my mind thinks crazy. All of my friends are crazy, like Chef C or Lone Wolf. My friends do what I think about. Okay, maybe I have a general mind. We're not going to get people to do what they're supposed to do because you ask them, because the money is on evil. When my friends in the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee went to Mississippi, a lot of people ran at the sight of anyone that wanted them to vote or wanted them to speak up for their rights. Okay, and I can say to you, even being a student, anybody that was known to be black that didn't kiss ass was a pariah. They would see you and run like you were a ghost or a monster until they had a specific racial problem. Then all of a sudden, I've even had someone come up and say, well, I need your help. You're racist. Are you? That's how, look, other examples like Martin Luther King. He was Boule. He was an Alpha Phi Alpha. He got kicked out of Alpha Phi Alpha because his frats saw him as a jailbird. Martin Luther King's own fraternity kicked him out as a jailbird, a problem, dangerous. Now when they want to fuck your sons and grandsons in the ass in college, they tell everybody Martin Luther King was Alpha Phi Alpha and they threw him out. Our people who do what's right in our community, because let's be honest, white supremacy, since all the excuse-making black people always say everything is white supremacy, then let's go there. White supremacy supported sexual degeneracy and confusion, and an element of black American culture is filth, debauchery, and degeneracy. And we call it keeping it real. And there's always been a struggle between black folks that wanted family, wanted business, wanted order, and the low-life, trash, snake in the grass, filthy niggas.
You just step in their neck.
And I always talk about family and people, not people I hate, people you care about, but they're so full of shit they could be an LNG ship. If you around them, they may put dope in your shit and the police pick your ass up. You never used anything. And they lie, yeah, he did dope. And then you're in jail 20 years because you were around them. The best thing you could do is cut your ass off from them because they weren't about anything. In order for us to move forward, we got to write off the people who don't want to write themselves into the black book of liberation. If you don't want it, I don't want it for you. Get the hell away from me. And so, like I said, I'm not crying to have 100,000 followers. And especially if they were all full of shit black people. I know folks who have the large followings, and they have to kind of not say what they really think or believe, or they lose people. Because they're black folks. You know what? They'll stay in the Democratic Party no matter how much disrespect they get. But you tweet one thing that doesn't completely square with them, and you're out. See, we do too have power, but we tend to use our power either on an individual basis or on a negative basis. And that can't be unlearned suddenly. But the money has always been on, and the rewards have always been on being against blacks as a collective. The very first black millionaire in British North America was a slave that informed white people that the Indians and the Africans and those mixed were going to have a revolt. And they made that dude, the first Boule, the first Bushy, was someone that betrayed people's struggle to get their freedom. Black success, unfortunately, normally means I'm willing to betray the black collective in order to get benefits from the largest society. That's how white supremacy has structured black success. That's whether you're selling dope, whether you're doing human trafficking, whether you're a nigger preacher, whatever it is. And by the way, do I have a moderator? I need a moderator on one of these things because I don't like people asking stupid questions. Someone asked me, was I from Guatemala? They asked us out. No, I'm not in Guatemala. They don't speak Spanish that well, and they definitely don't speak English, except for in Belize. The success, Kamala, who's done nothing but destroy black men, is seen as successful. As one man wrote me and told me, Kamala Harris represents great hope for his daughter, who's a student at Howard University. This delusional Negro actually sent me this text message that Kamala Harris gives him hope and optimism for his daughter. I was thinking, is he hoping that his daughter would be a bisexual dick sucker? Is that what he thought Howard would do for his daughter? I'd pull her ass out. If Kamala Harris is success, destroying charade people, destroying Mitrice Richardson's family, destroying Denise Johnson's family, destroying my friend Cammie's husband, Cammie Thompson, not doing anything about the dude that killed Oscar Grant. She could have reopened that case and gave that cracker some real time. The thousands of people that were unfairly convicted by the contaminated, corrupt crime lab of the San Francisco Police Department. All this woman's done is destroy black people, black homeowners. And she's the most important and successful soarer of the AKAs. That's how this black white supremacist system works, where cutting the throats of other black people is the way forward. You're not going to just get people to give up their assimilation dream. It doesn't happen like that. It won't. Those people, when the folks went down in Mississippi, folk turned their backs on them. Please don't help us. Please don't speak up for us. We're comfortable. Niggas don't even have running water. Don't even have safe water to drink. Don't help us. We're okay. Most black people are enemies of black people. The Black Panthers were betrayed by black people. Most of us are enemies of what we need because, as the Chinese say, and I'll change it, Randy Short says, a hungry nigger has no laws. When we came up, we ain't have nothing. So they don't mind shooting, dealing, tricking, screwing, whatever, because they live in America seeing prosperity and they don't have it, and they feel justified at doing whatever it takes for them to have some of what they see on television. And that's how 99.9% of black Americans think. Fuck the next guy, gotta get mine. White people say they think like that, but look at the Amish, look at the white labor unions. There's all these things that say white folks can come together as a collective. Look at the Latinos, look at the Asians, look at everybody else. And their organizations, they fund, work for them, advocate for them. All of our organizations that we call ours are bankrupt and controlled by Jews and others. Virtually none of them are
Facts.
black funded for in fact, they don't want black money. They want white money. They will turn your money down. They don't want you. They want white approval. And that's the other issue I'm going to say where black people are fucked up. Black Americans and their religion, for the most part, is bankrupt as hell. Something that will piss me off is like fake black Christians. I'm not going to get into fake Muslims. I don't have time to argue with that. I'm going to just deal with fake church niggas. Most of you worship white Jesus. In fact, I'm going to do a sermon where I kiss my white Jesus just so that y'all know how saved I am. In fact, I'd say we need to bring white Jesus back, because the minute you fools got any notion that Jesus Christ could have been black or a man of color, y'all said, well, damn, if he's against homosexuality and he's black, I don't have to respect him because he's just another nigga up the street. So now it's okay to be gay. It's okay to kill babies. It's okay to eat asshole. It's okay to be studs and munch carpets because Jesus is black. He's just another nigga. But when Jesus was white, oh my God, we tried to, like, make it up to the white level. We don't really believe in God. We worship white people. COVID's proof. All these women, same ones that wouldn't even fucking eat an imitation crab stick when they're pregnant if you bought them one. Oh, I can't have no seafood, I'm pregnant. But let them say COVID, the white men say COVID. Those bitches have miscarried in the thousands being vaccinated by shit they don't even know about because somebody white said. Or their coon pastor. Most preachers are nothing but white boys who are switch-hitting white boys because they don't speak up for their people. If they did, if the black church were about helping the souls of black people, we couldn't be as fucked up as we are right now. I'm saying that as a 16th generation preacher in my family. How you like it? Okay. We don't believe in God, and if God does exist, he's white. And if God exists and he's white, and black people aren't shit because God's white, then we deserve the bullshit that we get. That's how you can get niggas that are ready to die for Israel, but wouldn't say anything about a cop with their knee on the neck of their granny. It's some crazy shit. So our religion is bogus and compromised, and there are niggas in churches that know better that won't even tell you shit. Brother Juan heard this nigga say I gave an Afrocentric sermon. I mentioned Africa once. Come on, Lone Wolf. What did I say that was Afrocentric? All I was suggesting was that black folk respect each other and obey the Bible. And because I was saying we should do right by each other, this Negro preacher construed that as this is some Afrocentric thing. Afrocentric, really? The second commandment? Damn. And he's a leader in the church. A lot of dumb, dead Negroes follow his ass. So our religion is bankrupt. Our entire culture is rotten. And I'm not saying there's not good music. There's good music and there's food that'll fuck up your arteries that you can eat. But in reality, people, we couldn't have these problems if our shit was together. There are elements that we need to keep. And then there's some elements we need to get rid of. Everything in you doesn't belong. For example, if your colon has a lot of shit that's stuck in the little crevices in your chitlins, you're going to not only gain weight, but you could die from the shit not moving. Everything that you have, you don't need to keep. A lot of times you need to get rid of what you have. You got a lot of tethers and other people coming to America trying to let go of some of the shit that they came from. We're the only people that hold on to the dumb shit. And we throw jazz and blues and other shit in the trash. We throw it to other people. And then when they like what we made that we don't want, we bitch about them having it. We're crazy. We abort our kids and wonder when the school is full of Mexicans and others who have kids, they change the name on the school. Why would a bunch of Mexicans that hate blacks or Latinos that hate blacks want to go to a Malcolm X elementary school? They want to go to Cesar Chavez, Simon Bolivar, Hugo Chavez, Fidel Castro Elementary School. We the ones that killed the damn babies. We do a lot of really ridiculous stuff. So our religion is off. We're not supposed to fear anything. Look at how the Muslims didn't give a fuck about whether Kamala won or not. We outnumbered them many 20 some odd times over. And yet we can't make any demands of this whore and her pimp Biden. I mean, is there a more disgusting, cowardly group of people on the face of this earth other than the tethers coming here figuring out, well, damn, I finally met a group of people as weak as we are. Some people that as bankrupt as my folks are in Nigeria. All I have to do is lie and stop wearing white socks. And then I can pass myself off as a black American. I could be a bigger crook, thug, backstabbing boule than the ones they already have. It's our immorality that is the weapon of the enemy. When Harriet Tubman said she could have gotten other people, those people knew they were slaves. Harriet Tubman didn't go to school, people. Harriet Tubman wasn't able to say, these people were so corrupted by having been enslaved, they were so buck-broken, they were used to slavery. They're used to master creeping in and picking one of their kids and going down on them, or Missy screwing them, or Miss Ann screwing their woman. They were used to. In fact, I know folks who worked in drug rehab with black drug addicts. And there were people who understood they had been abused, they had been hurt. Look, let us wash you up. Let us fix you up. You've been through, brother. We're going to help you. And we would fix these junkies up, clean them up, and they would turn on us and go back to the dope. Go back to being whores.
Can I highlight something that you just said?
Yes, sir.
You said that when they come over here, they can hide among our trash.
Yes.
And I just wanna highlight that, because this is why I said what I said. Like, we need a star chamber. I wholeheartedly agree.
I love the movie. I love that movie.
Yeah, we need to clean out our trash. Why? Because if we don't, it makes it easier for the trash to come over here and hide among them.
Exactly.
Among us.
Once the body is
Right?
infected.
So we need to get the trash out so that when we smell some shit, we know exactly which direction it's coming from. Because right now, while we don't clean up our trash, the smell's coming from everywhere.
And so exactly, once the body is infected, and your immunity goes down, then all kinds of infections come in. This is the problem that we have. We as a people are being infected by our own bullshit, by white supremacist, racist bullshit, and then by all these other groups. We have the equivalent of socio-political cultural AIDS. And I mean, our immunity to the issues of demographic fatigue and oppression, we're being overwhelmed by bullshit. And only black men that are not going to sit down and negotiate with people about what's right or wrong. I want to say to you again, I tell this story. My father, my late father, had an urban ministry up on Capitol Hill for people in the slums, people who would get bit by rats. Rat bite was a real problem back then. I mean, the guy, Robert Hooks, the actor, had a scar from a rat trying to eat his hand. We have real problems with rats in D.C. We've always had them. And my dad figured, because he was into music could be a way to get into these young people and give them something to be in. And my dad went and got a white gentleman to give the equivalent of today, maybe $10,000 worth of equipment, musical things, drums, because, you know, back then people were afraid after the riots in D.C., they'd rather Negroes make music than make Molotov cocktails. And my dad showed the kids the instruments, and they were going to do this and do that. My dad locks the door of a church, comes back the next day, every single solitary instrument was gone. The white gentleman gives my father even more instruments because he didn't want the kids to die on drugs or be out mugging and attacking white folks. My dad leaves the church, not even gone that long, comes back, and all the instruments are gone again. And the winos were laughing at my father. Oh, Reverend Short, man. It's hard out here, man. It's hard out here for pimps, man. They got you again. What you gonna do, man? They just keep hitting you, right? Oh, Reverend. And they were drinking Wild Irish Roll. Oh, Reverend Short. Right? Okay, I was around a lot of winos. I'm sorry. And my father thought about it and told him God gave him the answer. He said, yeah, God, my ass, nigga, you gonna get this shit. Right. My father went across the street to the liquor store and got the two biggest bottles of Wild Irish Rolls. Yes, he did. And stood out on the corner and said he was gonna give both bottles of wine to whoever could tell him who kept robbing the church, which is at 418 8th Street Northeast, Washington, D.C., a house church. And my father says, whoever brings his instruments back, or whatever, I'll give this wine to. Within less than 10 minutes, people, there was this altercation out in front of the church. Motherfucker, I'm gonna cut you, motherfucker. And they was, nah, we're gonna get you, nigga, we're gonna get you, nigga, we're gonna get you, nigga, right? All this shit's going on outside the church. And this guy's screaming, oh, no, right? And this little heroin addict. And he said, hey, Reverend Short, we got this nigga, man. I could cut a smile in that motherfucker's neck, man. This nigga, and he says, Reverend Short, I thought you were man of God, man. You gonna let this nigga sick. And my father says, look, I don't want anybody to hurt you. What are you talking about? He says, you sent these niggas to kill me. You're offering wine and shit to kill people that steal. And my father says, of course I don't like people stealing, but I don't want anybody killed over stealing. He says, well, why would they bother you? Well, I stole the instruments out your church. I said, you mean you stole it twice from my church? Yeah, twice. I want to die. I just need my arm. I'm sorry. Heroin was the bitch. Anybody out there listening to this, if you're a fucking junkie and you're not sober, you deserve to die. To be a slave to drugs and white people and the boule, that's too fucking much for me. Anyway, my father said, I don't want them to kill you. Although, if you did get killed, you would have brought it on yourself. These guys aren't going to kill you, but you need to bring these instruments back, like now, before you better bring the instruments back before I lose the Holy Ghost and just let them slice you. And we got all of our instruments back, everything in perfect condition. But after that, my dad got the reputation of being the nigger preacher that was trying to get people killed for stealing. The fact that my parents fed 2,000 or 3,000 children a week, the fact that they were doing stuff all over helping people, none of that kept the church safe. It was only the possibility of someone having their life canceled out for having done wrong to the community that caused the stealing to stop. Black people who don't respect the rest of us only understand force and violence. They don't not rob white neighborhoods because they don't want to steal there. They don't go there because white folk will kill them or they'll destroy them. So they prey on black people because we're the low-hanging fruit, because we make excuses and justification for black criminality and debauchery. We haven't nipped this shit in the bud in 160 years of supposed freedom. And it isn't just the little junkies. It's the niggas that run these HBCUs that steal the cash, why all these institutions are always in financial trouble. Why your black churches, it represents theft, that money goes into the pockets of the pastor or his side pieces or his pedophilia cases or whatever, and doesn't even touch the goddamn parishioners in their church. God forbid a diaconate fund to help hungry people. They walk over the starving, dying people in the community to boogie for a Jesus that they don't even want to serve. This stuff doesn't stop until you harm people. We haven't put pain on our criminals. We are very bitchy. We're like mama. If we enable genocide, we enable black criminality and black recidivism and black self-genocide, it's our fault. Our no good black Delta Sigma Theta and AKAs that run our school system, they know these fucking kids can't read and write. Why haven't these hoes brought phonics back? I don't give a fuck if they have big hats, big ass hats and nice clothes. Greek Sunday at the damn church. What the hell is that? Until some people get punished for this, until those black people that know the vision that's necessary for us to survive and to be rescued and to get our motherfucking money that we're owed, it will not come voluntarily. They will not do it. That doesn't happen with any people on the face of the earth. People have to be made to do what is right, especially when they've been conditioned to do what is wrong, or when they're enabled. They don't stop black murderers. They let the black murderers run wild because they'll kill black people. We have to stop black murderers. We have to stop white-collar criminals in black and Democratic-controlled cities. We have to do it. And we have to be secretive about it. We have another problem, and that's because niggas all want to be celebrities. Can you imagine Nat Turner wanting to make his own fans-only porn video before going out and trying to liberate the slaves? Hey, Miss Ann, you want to see how much I'm packing? I'm coming to kill your husband tonight, but look at what you've been missing, right? I mean, we're goofy. You know, you got a tattoo on your ass with your home address, and you're in Black Lives Matter, and you're showing your ass to the cops. Everybody's watching this shit. This is stupid. We need to get out of needing to be seen. The Underground Railroad was not something that people necessarily get famous off of. Harriet Tubman and these other people weren't necessarily known. Harriet Tubman didn't have a tongue ring with freedom on it. I mean, you don't need people to know what you're doing. So we have a lot of people that are, even if they say they're for good, they need to be famous. They're like Spike Lee, who I can't stand. He needs to be in all of his movies. Sometimes just keep your ugly, strange-looking ass behind the camera, because you have a face made for a podcast. We don't have discipline. We need discipline. And that won't come voluntarily. Do you really think our army, that you could just ask them, please get up at 6 in the morning? Please get up at 6 in the morning. You wouldn't have an army. You wouldn't have an army if you didn't kick a little ass when you recruit people. You have to make it be done. And it isn't something, frankly, that the musculature and the bone structure that women do. So, damn all the feminists out there. This is men not doing their job. Where's the army for black American people? Why is Brother Juan Johnson a certified arms trainer and only black women want lessons? You got Negroes killing each other with stray bullets all over the country. They can't shoot straight, and by the way, they have erectile dysfunction, so I guess it goes together. Where's our army? Where are black men? I'm glad they didn't go with this slut Kamala. And I want to say that 7% of black women that didn't vote for Kamala, those are the wazis. If more black men stood up, like more than 20%, it becomes easier for black women to figure out what role they're going to play. But when black men are so goddamn confused, I would stick with the sorry-ass Democrats too, if for no other reason than cheese, SNAP, WIC, Section 8, although that shit's diminishing. That's why a whole bunch of sisters are beginning to not like the Democrats. But at least there's some consistency from the people that are pushing pedophilia and sex mutilation and all this other confusion. At least there's some tangibles. They're not good tangibles, but there's something. We black men have to make a new deal with black America of what we're going to be and do, and it doesn't have to be broadcasted. It needs to happen. And I actually think things will get progressively worse, and it will force it. But we need to get out of moral suasion. A person that's decided to sell dope and they like making money that way, I don't think you can talk them out of it. I don't think you can talk a woman who likes selling her pussy versus working into teach her what? You offer a job. You mean dictation? No, I'm talking about coding. What's that? We've got to change that, people. We got to. I'm sorry I went all long, but that's how it is. And it has to be done. Again, people don't respect the Nation of Islam just because they respect it. They respect the Nation of Islam because the fruit of Islam will send the pipe squad through and put their foot in your ass. The question is, where's the pipe squad for black America? More than just a religious organization. Where's the pipe squad for black women? Where's the pipe squad for the black unborn? Where's the pipe squad for the black elderly? Where's the pipe squad for black businesses? Where's the pipe squad for protecting our sisters and our girls and our boys? Where's the pipe squad to tell other people, stop fucking with us? We should have this, and trust me, I sure have tried and looked and tried to participate to find functional black folks, and what I found was mostly sex personality cults and other odd shit. Like the Black is Back and the Black Ururu and all these just weird shit. Just it's like, damn, where are the people like me? I deal with a whole lot of sisters, and I'm not trying to boink all of them, and some of them are quite attractive. I mean, one that I'm married to would be enough, and I don't even think I could afford that. But if both of us were, maybe. We need some order, some discipline, and people that will enforce it. All of you fake Afrocentric Pan-African niggas talk about Shaka Zulu and Mansa Musa and all. Those empires came because somebody beat somebody's ass and forced people into a system. They didn't say, would you like to join the Empire Songhai? Would you like to be a Zulu? They kicked your ass if you didn't join up.
Well, I'll say this, Brother Dr. Shaw. We have,
I can't hear you at all. I mean, so they're messing with everybody's stuff.
Can you hear me now?
Not really. They've got a lot of people. Don't worry. I'm going to get a different service. This is annoying. I do have. I've got one piece. I got another signal booster thing. I got to do some other stuff about this. This is annoying. That's the most annoying part of doing lives is people tampering with it and trying to figure out how to get around this. I think I'm going to get a whatever that thing is, a Royuko or whatever the hell it is. I've got to get around that.
Well, I'm gonna show you something here. I got something phenomenal for y'all. You know, because some folks are a little thirsty here, so we want to bring up Kamala. Yeah, this is Kamala Harris, y'all. Some folks said they still gonna try to blow her back out. This is Kamala Harris.
I could sing a little song until we start.
Huh, Brother Juan? You understand me? Huh? 60 years old, sir. Brother Dr. Short, you know, brother Dr. Short, there you go.
But she's light skinned and long hair. So it's back to this black color bullshit. You know, you know what? I bet you if there was a sister with long hair and light skin that was advocating black genocide, I could get a lot of people to vote for her, especially if they had a full ass, which Kamala didn't have. That's why she wears those Laurel and Hardy jackets and shit to make up for the fact she has no booty.
Well, I tell you what, gentlemen, listen, listen, the folks will definitely, if they actually saw this a little sooner, see, they waited too long to show this clip. Huh? So, you know, some of the black men that left, they definitely would have came back for Kamala the charlatan.
Okay, but what about the wrinkles in her neck?
Oh, folks are attracted to that.
No, they're not. It looked like she had the Grand Canyon when she was giving her concession speech in Howard. Looked like the Grand Canyon was running across her neck, man. It blew my mind.
Man, Kamala's been very busy.
Yeah, no, she's been. Maybe her neck's got the wrinkles from all the heavy duties, man. Maybe she took on Dumbo.
That's exactly what happened, Dr. Short, is that neck got stretched out.
Yeah, and all that sword swallowing. She could work at one of those carnivals, man.
But naked.
She could probably bring down King Kong.
Yeah, so these are some things that black men need to be aware of here. You know, this is what I have them losing their minds. But you know, I gotta tell you, we got a buddy here that I got a little colleague here that I want to show everybody. You know, he's dedicated. This is another Kamala Harris dedicated individual. And I want to highlight this man. Look at this. And this is the crowd over there. Okay, you know, he saw Kamala, so he knew he had to do white dudes for Harris, sir. White dudes for Harris. Let's hear him out.
I can't believe Trump's actually gonna win this fucking thing! Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm so pissed off! Fuck! God damn it!
Oh, God. Now, y'all wonder why I didn't want to do the hormone shots and stuff? See why I don't want to do the hormone shots for cancer? I do not want man titty. God save me.
Hey, listen, this is the way they're built now because Kamala look like this. Yeah, they'll have, listen, Kamala, how you supposed to look at her?
But see, I like my name, Come Swallow.
Look.
And look at how white she's looking there.
Yeah, look at that. Look. Kamala got a voting.
It's really clear about that.
He said, "Got a voting."
Yeah.
This is the ultimate troll right here.
This is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to, listen. I just want to make it make sense, but you know what? We need to do the right thing. Let's hear Kamala's concession speech, ladies and gentlemen, because that we need to make a lot of sense. Yeah? We're going to go ahead and pull this up. Fair use. Everyone, fair use. This is the concession speech.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good.
Come swallow. Come swallow. Come
Good
swallow.
afternoon, everyone.
Come
Good
swallow.
afternoon.
Come swallow.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
I'm speaking.
Thank you all. Thank you.
I'm speaking.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm speaking.
So let me say, and I love you back.
We know she'd love you back.
So let me say, my heart is full today. My heart is full today.
So it's your bed.
Full of gratitude for the trust you have placed in me. Full of love for our country. And full of resolve. The outcome of this election is not what we wanted, not what we fought for, not what we voted for, but hear me when I say, the light of America's promise will always burn bright.
Just not in her bedroom.
As long as we never give up, and as long as we keep fighting.
Man, those veins are bolder.
To my beloved Doug and our family, I love you so very much.
Oh, God. Do I have to watch this again?
Yo, she shout out to the black family, right?
No, to the white family. Now, why did you pause it, Chef? You want us to talk about this? And as long as we keep fighting, she wanted to use the other F word, but, and she almost called herself, when she was talking, and she almost said, when I was a prostitute, when I was a young prostitute, and she called herself and said prosecutor. That shit was hilarious.
It's hookers and blow with her.
Listen, and shout out to the brother Negro for checking. Real quick before we resume, brother Negro, man, they finally let you off the noose in Biden's backyard, sir. How you living, man?
Man, dude, they've been feeding me slop, right? Okay. And I still ain't, man. I finally escaped out of the basement just for this session, family. Right. Man, I don't know if they've been feeding me sleeping pills, but I've been having Negro naps left and right, man. Shoot, the days are getting old, I guess. So, yeah, I'm here for business. Yes. Oh, yeah, we're going to be fighting, all right?
Yes, indeed, brother Negro. But listen,
You ain't black.
Yeah, listen, brother Negro. We just want...
God.
Yeah, listen, shout out to Kamala.
Let's really be clear about that.
Okay, let's play a little bit more of this here, though. Let's play a little bit more, okay?
To President Biden and Dr. Biden, thank you for your faith and support. To Governor Walz and the Walz family, I know your service to our nation will continue.
And his service to her.
And to my extraordinary team, to the volunteers who gave so much of themselves, to the poll workers and the local election officials,
poll workers.
To the poll workers, y'all.
I was just gonna keep the poll workers.
That's what I was saying, poll workers. And she said the person that gave themselves to her.
Yes, sir. The poll workers for sure. Brother Juan J. Johnson, sir, are you there, sir? Are you live?
This is terrible, y'all.
There he is. Okay, he's good.
Yeah, but I'm live, but I can't even post in the chat. On the private chat, I can, but not on the regular comments. I've been trying to say the Negro Nat was very funny. I like that.
Yeah.
But I couldn't post. Do you everybody see my posts on that? You see anything?
Yeah, I don't see no posts in the community.
No. Yeah, they're definitely silencing you.
This comment has failed to post on their next podcast. It's,
Excellent. You are really.
I'm just gonna sit back.
They've been doing that to me too. They've been doing that to me too, Brother Wolf.
Yeah.
You know, Sue Young just wants to motivate y'all, keep y'all motivated.
I hope you can hear me now.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yes, sir.
We can hear you.
Okay, let's play a little bit more of this scholar.
I thank you. I thank you all. Look, I am so proud of the race we ran. And the way we ran it. And the way we ran it. Over the 107 days of this campaign, we have been intentional about building community and building coalitions.
Let me say this, y'all.
Wait. How is she intentionally building anything when she avoided black men?
No, she's talking about building a brothel.
Right.
Probably
right,
human
right,
trafficking.
Right.
I mean, all those volunteers, that's lots of people to sleep with. You don't know. See, she may be speaking in like political sex code. Just keep listening. You'll hear it eventually.
Right. But listen, I will tell you one thing. I am super impressed by Kamala's stamina. They worked her like a real whore. Sent her out there on the strip and had her flying all over the country. I'm impressed. I am impressed.
But,
This lady-
Chef, she is a real whore.
Yeah.
Yo, did she pocket that campaign money? That's what I want to know. Did she pocket that campaign money?
No, the question is how much did she give to Beyonce and to Gusher and all those Diddy tape people that she trotted out, and Horilla, and
It got me cracking up. Yeah, it got me cracking up.
and
Emma Finn.
Really be clear about
And Feminin.
and yes, and or men with men.
Right.
So just
He's listening to all the K-Hiv people.
all
right now,
those.
all
I
the
mean,
K-Hiv.
well, no, they're gay hive. All the degenerate people. Smegma, the stallion.
Right.
I mean,
right,
that
right.
sleazy man. I mean, just all of that filth, all the trash. Even my little lesbo cousin, Katy Perry. I heard she's my cousin, and she would be gay. Damn. I mean, this is
Katy
like,
Perry.
yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, it's
Talking
her.
about the kiss the girl chick?
Yes, I'm sorry. I mean, at least she's on the white stud side of the family. You can't blame me. I don't know nothing about it. I think she's on the same side of the family as Newsom. So there's like this sort of like, I guess their part of the tree must be maple.
Let's play some more of this, gentlemen.
bringing people together from every walk of life.
That's
and
right. Bring them
background,
together.
United by love of country, with enthusiasm and joy in our fight for America's future. Let's really be clear about that. And we did it with the knowledge that we all have so much more in common than what separates us.
Like STDs.
You ain't black.
Now I know folks are feeling and experiencing a range of emotions.
Yo, why I keep seeing a red dot on her
I get
head?
it. But we must accept the results of this election. Earlier today, I spoke with President-elect Trump and congratulated him on his victory. I also told him
You gave
that
Trump
we
a
will
lap
help
dance?
him and his team with their transition.
I think
And
after
that we will engage in a peaceful transfer of power.
that means that she's gonna drink so she doesn't show up. In fact, she probably, I bet you that mini bar she got stoned off of has a cell phone. That's what she called Trump on. She probably has a liquor cabinet with the phone line to it, so they can call the store to just restock it.
Let's really be clear about that.
And
Right, let's play some
and she
more.
must have taken something because she's very calm. So she must have done a couple lines of coke or something.
Absolute. No, we listen. I don't know if it's coke, brother Dr. Short, because we played a clip, and we saw her high on coke, and she was super hyper, extremely hyper, all over the place, sir. I might have to find that clip again. But let me play some more. No, are you gonna talk, brother Juan? There you go, sir.
Yeah, you got to remember, there's different pills you can take. You got uppers, you got downers.
She probably likes downers.
But I would not be surprised if she was coming down from some type of alcohol-induced.
Yeah, well, that's normally her position coming down. A soft chin landing.
Cooked.
Let's keep on playing, y'all. She looks very different right now. That is very interesting.
And you know what? That
Well-
jacket actually fits. That's the first time she's had on clothes in weeks that fit. She's been wearing, like, I don't know, the guy from the $6 Million Man's Jackets. I don't know if she shops at Men's Warehouse or something. What's wrong with women's clothes, bitch? I don't get it.
Yeah, she was rocking some huge shoulder pads, like she was playing wide receiver.
Well, no, she's a tight end and a wide receiver.
Let's play some more.
Fundamental principle of American democracy is that when we lose an election, we accept the results. That principle.
Oh, but she's still reading that fucking teleprompter. That's a fact. She's still reading that teleprompter.
Let's really be clear about that.
Okay. Look at here. Look.
As much as any other, distinguishes democracy from monarchy or tyranny. And anyone who seeks the public trust must honor it. At the same time, in our nation, we owe loyalty not to a president or a party,
Or
but
a
to the
husband.
Constitution of the United States.
Or to a husband. Or to a pimp.
Or to the black community, even though she's not black.
Or to Willie Brown.
Let's really be clear about that. And loyalty to our conscience and to our God.
We don't have the same.
Wait
Wait a minute.
What
This
God
bitch
does she
is a
believe in?
Hindu. She's not a Christian. We don't have the same damn God, ho. And she's a Jew too. She's got a different religion and accent for every goddamn audience. And I bet you she's got a different sexuality depending on who she's speaking to. I mean, she's a chameleon in all things. All things.
My allegiance to all three is why I am here to say, while I concede this election, I do not concede the fight that fueled this campaign.
And she doesn't concede that Willie Brown made her.
Oh man, I can see those books flying off the shelf, family.
The fight for freedom, for opportunity, for fairness,
For sex
and the
changes.
dignity of all people.
And
A
pedophilia.
fight for the ideals at the heart of our nation.
Feminism.
You ain't black.
Yo, what is up with her hands? Like,
Ideals that reflect America
Well,
at
she's
our
used to
best.
touching herself.
That
So
is a fight I will
she
never
just keep
give up.
doing the same hand motions, like somebody's just recording the same movement.
Well, hold on, let her get it off, y'all. Let her get it
I
off.
will never give up the fight for a future where Americans can pursue their dreams, ambitions, and aspirations.
sex change and
where the
migrants.
women of America have the freedom to make decisions about
Changing their race.
body
To kill
and
babies.
not have their government telling them what to do.
Kill that baby.
You ain't black.
No, your baby ain't human. You ain't life.
Let's really be clear about that.
Okay? Listen.
I mean, she's a lying ass woman, man. It's just damn. This is
You know, she's
arduous
very-
having to listen to her,
she's,
man.
She's very consistent. She's very, very
No,
consistent.
she's not.
Listen,
No, she's not. She's not consistent.
With keeping the lie alive, she's very consistent.
Hmm.
Absolutely. I mean,
This is the most she looked Indian.
Let's really be clear about that.
Yeah, I am impressed with her diabolical, sinister
But you know that-
Jezebel spirit.
You know, the alcohol that came out through her pores washed the dot off, Roland.
Look at that neck, though. God, what? She's been
Them veins are bulging like hulks of arms.
She's been busy, bro. You can tell. Oh my, this has been a busy lady.
And her no good husband, the one that like slaps women around and likes getting them to kill their babies. Hmm.
We will never give up the fight to protect our schools and our streets from gun violence.
But she worked for the
And
cartels.
America, we will never give up the fight for our democracy, for the rule of law, for equal justice, and for the sacred idea that every one of us, no matter who we are or where we start out,
You ain't black.
Oh, here we go with this immigrant nonsense.
fundamental rights and freedoms that must be respected and upheld.
I don't respect them.
I don't respect non-citizens if they cross over here
And we
legally.
will continue to wage this fight in the voting booth, in the courts,
Hmm.
and in the public square.
Hmm.
And we will also wage it in quieter ways.
You
in
ain't
how
black.
we live our lives, by treating one another with kindness and respect.
You mean like tipping
By looking
strippers?
black.
In
Tipping
the face of a
strippers.
stranger and seeing a neighbor.
Or a
By
John?
always using
A
our
singer client.
strength to lift people up, to fight for the dignity that all people deserve.
She wants you to lift
You
her
ain't
legs
black.
up so her heels are in the air.
The fight for our freedom will take hard work. But like I always say, we like hard work.
Yeah, and she likes a lot of things hard.
Really.
She loves hard things. Yes, she does. I'm a witness.
For someone who never went to war, she keeps saying fight a lot. That, like,
Well,
is she a veteran?
No, fight is a substitute for fuck. If you put fuck where she said fight, you'd understand what she's saying better.
Fight.
Right?
Yeah, I agree. Sounds good. Let's put some more in there.
Work is good work.
Yeah,
Oh, see? There you go.
it was good work on Willie Brown. It got you where you are right now.
And on Montel.
Mhm.
She's
Sex work is good work, I guess.
And she doesn't have notches on her belt or on her bedpost. It's on her neck. If you count all those wrinkles, you have an idea of her tours of duty. It's sort of like a medal. Like what you...
For any of the young brothers that's listening to us in the cloud, okay? You want to know if the chick you're interested in is a trans or is a very busy head monster, you look at her neck. And when that neck is that strong, y'all, when it's that strong, it's got a lot of muscles because it's been moving a lot. It's been very busy. Okay? Kamala is the city girl VP. Your first OnlyFans VP. Okay? Yeah. Listen, she is the first slut VP of the United States. They were trying to give it to Sarah Palin, but she couldn't run the play. They tried to make Sarah Palin young. She couldn't get the deal done. So now you got, fast forward a few years later, you get Kamala Harris.
Come swallow.
But at some point you was going to get a whore, America. You were definitely going to get a whore.
Well, she's not just a whore. She's a great whore.
Well,
and she's
yeah.
done many different
Really
tours of
care
duty.
about
She's done a tour of duty in Canada, something in Washington, and she's done the state of California. I mean, that's really, I mean, she's basically Pacific trim.
Yo, she looked like she sucks peanut butter through a straw with that neck.
Well, I mean, I'm just telling you, can you imagine? She could probably blow out the forest fires that they have in California if they hired her.
She's absolutely a veteran. Absolutely a veteran. Okay? In every way, shape, and form. As I look at this neck. Diabolical. Let me play some numbers, DJ.
Are you almost done?
We are.
Oh, praise
She's a
God.
battle bunny.
Hard work can be joyful work.
Hard
And
work.
the fight for our country is always worth it. It is always worth
Do you
it.
hear that stud talking? Play the stud again. Go back, chef, and play the little stud that keeps saying that.
To the young people who are watching, it is.
Play the stud again.
I
Yeah. So she said she loved her back to a woman.
love you. To the young people who are watching, it is okay to feel sad and disappointed.
It is okay
Please
to be
know it's
gay.
gonna okay. On the campaign, I would often say,
Listen
when
to
we
the little
fight,
stud.
we win.
She wanna kill those
But here's
babies.
the thing. Here's the thing. Sometimes the fight takes a while. That doesn't mean we won't win. That doesn't mean we won't win. The important thing is don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever stop trying to make the world a better place. You have power. You have power. And don't you ever listen
You've got
when
Kundalini.
anyone tells you something is impossible because it has
Oh,
never
this
been
is all
done.
sister girl right here.
You ain't black.
All right? Let's be very clear about that, okay? That's
Let's
what.
really be clear about that.
Thank you, Kamala, okay? You still ain't black, so yeah.
Fight, fight, fight. It should be fuck,
Why
fuck,
she
fuck.
look- Why she look like Stacey Dash right now, family?
I love it.
Oh, God, this is...
You
This,
have the capacity to do extraordinary good in the world. And so to everyone who is watching, do not despair.
You
This
ain't
is
black.
not a time to throw up our hands. This is a time to roll up our sleeves.
Wait a minute, she has a wedding band. She has a male wedding band on,
oh,
family.
but she didn't say...
This is a time to
She said pull down your
organize,
pants.
to mobilize, and to stay engaged for the sake of freedom and justice and the future that we all know we can build together. Look, many of you know I started out as a prosecutor, and throughout my career, I saw
prostitute.
people
Oh,
at some of the
prostituter.
worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she knew what she wanted to say. I told y'all that she said that. She almost said prostitute. And this is
She
over.
definitely stopped. She definitely paused. Nah, that's a fact.
I told
listen,
you,
let me
I
pull it
told
back.
you,
Let me
I
pull
told
it
you,
back.
Chef C. I saw that.
together.
Let's see what she said.
Look, many of you know I started out as a prosecutor, and throughout my career, I saw.
Yeah, almost a Floridian slip there, y'all. Almost
And,
a Floridian.
Chef C, I was saying that Kamala Harris was Pacific trim. You didn't get that, did you?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And so a Pacific Rim is all the countries around California. I mean, on the Pacific, and Pacific trim would be fucking all around the Pacific coast. Okay, I mean, trim is a word that comes from New York, New Jersey. That's an 80s word for pussy. And so she's Pacific trim. Come
Man, I
swallow.
thought that was her haircut style down south. That's what I thought at
Well,
first.
well, where she is working, she keeps the hair cut. She keeps the hedgerows down. The hedges are trimmed, probably. I mean, she's Asian. They like keep that shit bald. Now, a lot of people beaver. Black folk like beaver, I guess, because we like curly hair. But Asians and all, a lot of other people, just Arabs and all, they like the vagina shaved. But
Well, I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen. That's your VP. I can't really take too much more of the speech.
I can't take any more.
So I'm going to, we're going to stop it right there and leave y'all with something. You know, we're going to get ready to start shutting this thing down. But this is your VP here. Look. Yeah. Brother Negro, did you see her? You seen her this way, Brother Negro?
Was she with Montel or Brown, Willie Brown, or whatever his name is?
No, she wasn't with either one of them with this one. Yeah.
And she ain't got no wedding band on that finger either. She out there for the streets.
Your brother, keep it a buck, Brother Negro. You still hit what?
Nah, I'm good. She might have bored the baby, man.
That's a cat, Brother Negro. You still would hit.
You gonna do Brother Negro like that?
Hey, she gonna abort that baby as soon as she get knocked up. I'm all good. I'm good. I'm trying to build a legacy going on.
Wait, Brother Negro just admitted that he would.
But you know what? But Brother Negro, you could have a legacy parking place at the Planned Parenthood place.
Oh man, listen. Listen, I'm showing this because there's a lot of cats not being honest tonight.
No, a lot of people voted for the straight hair. I told you guys, I went to the CBC in 2017. And the old black dudes, you could hear those Negroes touching themselves looking at Kamala and Cory Booker at the CBC. I had to get up and leave, watch all these Negroes groan looking at her.
Hey, Chef, remember when I called you at the construction site with those elders?
I saw
they
that.
Were arguing with me about Kamala? Yeah. That they were in love with. See, that's that nonsense. It's these baby boomers, man. Because they were about to get in a fist fight. We on the yard. They were about to fist fight me over Kamala.
She's got light skin, straight hair, and as Brother Baghex says, she's definitely a black woman. Proof of that is she keeps her legs open. And brothers just want accessible holes. They don't care about the ideology. That's how a lot of niggas get lynched. They talk about white women screaming rape and shit. You got with the fucking Nazi leader's daughter and you think the bitch wouldn't scream rape? All you were thinking about is sliding your dick into her, not the fact that her father could slide a noose around your neck. A lot of black men aren't into cause and effect. They're only thinking about cause. Get the pussy, not her father's a Klansman who's a cop who can kill me and it would be justified. To me, at least, you'd want to get 3 servings before you die as the last meal. And sorry ass dudes end up dying chasing the most rundown women of other groups. And pretty soon they're going to start getting killed by Spanish speakers. I'm thinking about this young brother who is out in California. And I'm trying to think of what this is. His last name is Holiday. And Holiday was a black dude that was gangbanging in California, decided he wants some Mexican pussy. And a Mexican dude shot him in the back and paralyzed him. And now he's abused in assisted living in California. I mean, he was trying to get himself some fajita booty. He didn't know he was going to run up on the Frito Bandito with the Glock.
mean, listen, we gotta be. Hold on, real quick. I got Chris with the cash app. Salute to Chris hitting the cash app. Salute to you, Chris.
And I'm almost done. Hey, Chef, I know that you guys are going to sign out, but I want to say to all of the angry black men people watching, I got a few more minutes because I want to talk to them, and I want to say hi to, what is it, 87? Altogether, we got about 100 people, and it's going up and down, but that's okay. We just need to chat at some and so forth. I want to let all the religious people know that we will be doing a SALT ministry sermon on Sabbath, Saturday. So get ready, get ready, get ready, when we will be talking about godly things. You know, we're not all cussing on these platforms, although cussing has its place. Hi, Devin Haley, and all my wonderful moderators, Sister Brooke and others, Brother Darrell, and everybody. I want to let you know that we'll probably do something tomorrow. And I want to let everybody know. I want to thank Chef C and Brother Juan and everybody, and let you guys know in my adventures, I refuse to let people sterilize me today. I didn't take the ass infusion of the testosterone blocking drug. I can't do it. I love my dick too much. I love it so much I would never think about putting it in Kamala. And since I've been with it a long time, we know each other well, I didn't want to like mess him up by giving him some testosterone blocking shit. So now that I've decided, I think I can do more shows. I don't have to worry about being messed up. And definitely, White Woman to you, Brother Mark. I want everybody to know that we are doing the WASI Summit next month on the 14th. I remind everybody, I'll start sending out more stuff on that. If you're in Baltimore and you have an opportunity, I will be doing something in Baltimore with Sister Giselle on Sunday the 10th. So I will be up in BMO, raising hell in Baltimore. And as I said to you, the city's named for my 9th great-grandfather, Mr. Calvert, and his wife, Anne Arundel, the county adjoining it where Annapolis is. That's my granny. My God, I got enough white meat to be Alaska. But I like being black, okay? Unlike Kamala Harris, I am black. I want everybody to be there. If you know Sister Giselle in Baltimore, reach out to her, get a ticket. It's going to be the Soul of Baltimore, I think is the name of it. I'll be doing a presentation, so I have to bone up and get ready. But we're going to turn it out. I'm so excited. I want everybody to know that Chef C will let everybody know that patriarchsummit.com, you can donate to the WASI Summit. Everybody that loves Angry Black Men's books, by the way, nobody asked to get sick. Nobody asked for cancer and shit. Nobody asked for heart attacks and shit. Shit happens. But in as much as I'm here and I feel okay, we can get back to business. And I devote a lot of time to fighting against Kamswala. I want to give a hand to Chef C and Brother Rollin and to Brother Vader and to Brother Q and all the other people. I want to just say personally for y'all that need to know that our collective, a handful of us, we impacted as many as 12 million people this election cycle. Why am I saying that? Because the Charade People video, which I helped get done, reached at least 10 million. My article on Kamala Harris reached as many as 1 million. That's 11. Just one tweet of mine reached 174,000 people, and then subsequent things that I put out reached thousands. And I know Chef, they've been censoring the shit out of us. So when Brother Lone Wolf tells you that he can't do anything, people are really angry at little platforms like ours. I was watching this nigga that had 180,000 followers, and yet he couldn't pronounce the word authoritarianism. He was struggling. And I says, why is a person that has never seen the word authoritarianism, has 180,000 followers, And this stuff just rolls off my lips. I could say fascistic corporate state authoritarianism. And it rolls right off. And I'm not whining about having just about 2,500 followers. I just want you to know that certain people don't even know how to talk, but they've got these huge followings because they don't mind people that don't know much talking to you. They're more afraid of informed people. So, and so if you see this, I'm trying to work with it. Y'all need to know the minute some of us start doing our computers, they begin to mess with the stream and everything. The problem isn't me, for all the people that bitch. The problem is that they know that you guys don't know. They know that you don't know, and they have a suspicion that some of us might. And it's really about keeping you away from people that share information. It's an act against you. I pay a premium for StreamYard. I pay a premium for high-speed internet. We all paid the top of it, and we don't get what we pay for. It isn't because they don't want to give it to us. It's because when they give it to us as individuals, unlike the boule niggas that you look up to, that are celebrities, that you make rich, those of us that try to empower our own people, we're not selfish, and therefore we share. They don't like that. So they make it difficult for you to watch what we do. I'm still trying to think how to get around this harassment. So I got one signal booster. I just ordered another. And I'm still thinking I got a letter to see if I can get a different service. But understand this internet is controlled by the intelligence agencies. They never expected that people would use these platforms to inform and educate people. They thought we were all, in fact, the basis of the internet being financial is porn. They don't mind folk doing sex stuff. They mind us talking about politics and that's when you have a problem. Lone Wolf doesn't have 10,000 followers. Lone Wolf never mentioned hurting anybody. Lone Wolf is certified, but Lone Wolf is trying to say to black people they shouldn't be unprotected. Someone thinks that we should be like lambs and wait to get slaughtered, led by boule Judas goats. So
Brother
anyway,
Short, wake up the point that a lot of the younger generation doesn't even know why YouTube is even named YouTube, right? That it rhymes with boob tube, even though tubes haven't been used in televisions for decades before YouTube was even created.
right.
Wake that up. Like, just the purpose of YouTube isn't what we're doing with it.
Right.
Wake that up.
Well, first and foremost, the tube that were used in older television, we used to have televisions with tubes. The tubes had what's called a cathode ray, and the cathode rays, they had some way to work with and organize those, and you could get images transmitted via rays in these tubes and the grids, right? So the televisions were called boob tubes. In fact, boob for stupid ass people who watch the tube. In fact, many people say tell, lie, vision. Now, once they went into the digital age, they no longer use tubes. Those people who want it, and people need to understand that the internet was created by the military-industrial complex. And the internet was at university campuses and other places long before it was available to the public. Which means if you went to an elite school, you could use early versions of the internet. I started using the internet in the 80s, and then it steadily improved. But why MIT had it, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, which does all kinds of military contracts, and then of course Harvard, which had it. And we didn't have the shit at Howard. I can assure you, Howard didn't have the stuff when I was there, but they had it at the white schools, and they had it at UVA, another high-level elite school, and it was for the library and everything else. And later, they found that through pornography and other things, they could make it pay for itself. and this was developed through with the intelligence agencies and everything else, really to spy on people. And also the internet was meant to be used in case we had a nuclear war. People could communicate with each other without having to come out and be exposed to radiation. That's what the internet's about. So YouTube instead of boob tube, you. So basically, dummy tube.
You the boob.
You went from boob to you. Tube. So in other words, you're stupid as shit. And that's how people are treated. And you need to understand, certain people like me, I can't keep Facebook accounts. I have lots of them because they constantly take them away. Because we're sharing information. Like I did something about Kamala Harris, and I learned that I was spamming, writing people in groups that I was already a member of, because I sent it to the Maryland political group that's pro Kamala, and I've been sending them like nasty Kamala stuff for months. And that, in fact, I try to think about how can I offend these people? Yeah, send that to them. They took my TikTok account. I made a couple really nasty Kamala Harris videos, and I've been kicked out of TikTok. I got kicked out of TikTok, y'all. That's pretty hard to do, but I got kicked out of TikTok. So I've had about 4 Twitter accounts taken, about 5 Facebook accounts taken, and I've had a TikTok taken, and they took my Instagram too. So
You're doing an excellent job.
and somebody said broadcast myself. Well, DJ B side 1965, and I guess you'll turn 60 next year. The problem isn't broadcasting ourselves. The problem is the slave-mindedness of black people. There are a lot of black people who've developed platforms. The problem is that black people will not leave the white platforms for the black platforms. I mean, if I want to reach black people, I better keep using Facebook and Instagram. Wherever the white people have set up a internet plantation, the only way to reach a critical number of black people is to go to where you get censored. Because if you say, hey, look, I'm going over to this platform that's black owned, it's free, would you come? They won't. Our people like slavery, and that's what I'm saying. As long as slavery is comfortable, people are going to stay slaves. The good news is the migrants and other people are going to make life miserable for black people that don't wake up. And we're already beginning to get casualties, black folks. In fact, black gangbangers calling the police. That's some weak ass shit. Niggas that have tyrannized us, who are so big and bad, now that these other people come in, you know, who are real gangsters, who kill police and don't care. You know, I've heard about black criminals in Chicago shooting. The police come and they throw their gun and run away. Say what you want about the Taco Suaves, they shoot it out with the police. They may be only 5'1", they stand up to the damn police. A nigga can be 6'8" and run from a little small white cop like he's Jesus. And you have a little Latino 4'11", ready to fight everybody. We black men got some real soul searching to do. Why we're so aggressive and brutal with one another, and so passive with everybody else. That's total bullshit.
I've seen that cease and desist letter you got. I've seen that cease and desist letter that Brother Chef got. We've seen what they did to Brother Wolf tonight. But I know me and Brother Negro are shadow banned wherever we go. And so, yeah, I love that you woke that up for us. Thank you, Dr. Short.
Yeah, and you know what? Everybody, I sent it out, and I go public. I refuse to be a snitch for the FBI against anybody. As I said,
I'll snitch on ICE. I'll snitch to
yeah,
ICE.
no, they don't want. They won't take. They won't take that. They don't want that. They want you to betray other black people. They don't want to do it. As I asked the agent, why aren't you guys going after white terrorists that mass murder black people when they go to church for Bible study or massacre them in the store? You're worried about someone I talked to? Says you have to be joking. So anyway, No, and if you want me, you can make me. Of course, who am I to say no to the government? You got guns and everything, but I won't voluntarily just hand shit to you. No, for what? I don't know anything any damn way. Um, I talked to Brother Chef and I talked to Brother Juan, and I don't think I know a lot of personal stuff about Brother Juan or Brother Chef, and I don't ask them, and that's for a reason. So, but understand we do live, black people have been under military rule since 1960 65, and a steady thing. So it's not new. Wake up. And by the way, Kamala Harris's mother, CIA affiliated. Obama or Ofaga's mother, CIA. Ofaga's grandmother, bagwoman for the CIA in Hawaii. Um, so all these niggas running after this sex magic, and Obama looks diseased. He looks like a yellow version of that Geico gecko. He does. He looks sick.
Does Obama have HIV? Does Obama have HIV is the question.
There's something. No, Obama's got something, and it's certainly not the Holy Ghost.
Facts.
He said he has something up in him, but it ain't the Holy Ghost.
That's right. He can probably feel it all over him. Feel him in my hands. Feel him in my feet. Feel it all and all up inside of me. Okay, he's terrible. I mean, and Michelle Obama with that male pattern balding. You know when girls had their braiding done so tight till their hair falls out and shit, and so they start finding ways to weave the fake hair onto the dying hair strands on the sides of their head. Look at Michelle Obama. Notice how that bitch stopped coming out in public? Because she had the most fucked up do. I'm telling you, I've seen crack holes right here in my neighborhood with their hair done better than Michelle Obama, talking shit about now isn't the time to sit out because you're upset. Feelings
Man,
matter,
she got
right?
alopecia, man. She got alopecia.
No, she's got male bald pattern. That's what she's got. She's bald, going bald like a dude. And in fact, and if she wants, she can have one of my Trump wigs. It probably look good on her. She'd look like a more masculine version of Joy Reid and shit. In fact, I want everybody out here to do what you can to get all the fake ass black people off of the mainstream platforms. That would really help us tremendously. Joy Reid's ass needs to be off. Oh, ugly Whoopi Goldberg. She looks like, Whoopi Goldberg looks like a hyena without the ears. Y'all need to get her ass off The View. It should be called The Screw. Or The Spew. It's just nasty. It's
Gayle
nasty.
King,
It's
Roland.
nasty. I mean, Gayle King needs to go. She looks like Denzel Washington being a tranny. I thought it was Denzel Washington trying to do Tootsie and shit. And I realized that, oh, that's a woman? I thought it was Denzel Washington. Okay. So, because this thing, I thought Denzel Washington said he would never put a dress on. That's not Denzel Washington. It's not. Who's that? That's Gayle King. That's a woman? Okay. There's a lot of things with women these days. So, okay, I believe it. Okay, shit.
I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for joining us tonight. Brother Negro, we're gonna get ready to shut it down, man. Let them know how to get a hold of you, what you got shaking coming down the pipe.
We still collecting funds for breast care awareness, and we're still up on X. So if you guys wanna holler at us, we're there. We on Fanbase too. We on Fanbase and EPRN. We'll be starting up our chats up there in a little while on a black network. So, I'm one of the few that's up on there, the proud of the few. Make sure you support a black social media outlet. There's a lot out there. With that being said, the floor is back to you, and thank you for the support, guys.
Salute to the Negro. Brother Beta Base, man. Let them know what you got shaking, what's coming down the pipeline, sir.
Yeah, please come to my site. It's right there. Chop it up with me. Subscribe so that we can dialogue. I'm gonna be bringing up some more podcasts. Also, I'm calling out Brother Negro. Link up with me. I can help you with your technological endeavors. You know what I'm talking about? And yeah, we're working
I
hard.
was just shooting you a text for Friday, bro.
Okay, all right. Yeah, just link up with me. I'm helping people build everything. So link up with me.
All right, yes, indeed. Brother Vader, I'm over and check him out. Let me go to my brother Juan J. Johnson, sir. Brother Juan J. Johnson, LWF training. Sir, let him know what you got shaking coming down the pipe.
First, congratulations on 1 year anniversary. A good year, learned a lot. Looking forward to the next year. Second, I'm encouraged, brothers, to be shut down. I really am encouraged. Because again, you know, look, when you're out here trying to show people how to be responsible gun owners, gun users, and you making suggestions to defend yourself, that's not a popular message. It's just not. So I'm in good hands. I got a rack of folks that got my back, seen and unseen, and I'm gonna keep on pushing. Again, when I'm off the scene doing this whole gun piece, these videos will be in rotation. So I know that I'm looking at the posterity of it. So I'm in good hands. This whole platform is in good hands. And as Dr. Short said, if we reach 12 million, it's about 48 more million to go, whether we be here or not. And thank you all for just tuning in. I appreciate it. You could be somewhere else, but you're here. Nothing but blessings to you. And we're going to keep our foot on their necks.
You just step in their necks.
We're going to stay on them because, again, this is just the beginning. This is just the tip of the spear. We got to keep on moving, keep on pushing, and keep on letting folks know we're serious. Brother Vader, looking forward to working with you. Negro, I need to get your cash app information so I can be a blessing to you. And again, I'm optimistic. I'm encouraged, guys. So I salute. Looking forward to the next broadcast. And go to lwftraining.com. And if I can't help you, I will find somebody who can help you.
Brother Juan J. Johnson, before you go, sir, I got to put you on the spot. When can the people anticipate the LWF merch, sir?
I think the merch can be done probably. I'm gonna shoot for next Friday. You know, for me, it's got to be tight and right. So, yeah, I do have a site, but I need to just put the merch on there.
That sounds like Kamala, tight and right, but she's tight and wrong.
I gotta give me some lapels too, some little pin lapels. If they can't get the shirts, they can get the little pin lapels and put them on the suits or the shirts or the. Just so I think next Friday. Yeah.
Excellent, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. So if you like to support our brother Juan J. Johnson, LWF training.com.
Yeah, I want to see all of them with that wolf right there. I want to see everybody with that wolf right here. Wolf shirts.
Salute to our brother Juan J. Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all be very Yes, indeed. Yes. All right. You know what? Let me go to brother Dr. Short. Let me go to brother Dr. Short real quick. Any last words from you, Dr. Short? And I'm getting ready to get up out of here.
Well, I just want to wish a white woman, a submissive, unfeminist white woman to all the brothers, and a white billionaire zaddy to all the sisters, so they're financially secure. I want to just encourage you guys to follow all of us, and even Brother Q, as we, as a united Black media matrix, continue to support and advance each other. We're going to have a very good year coming now that we've gotten past Come Swallow. And I want to thank you. Now I've got the numbers jumped to 69 viewers on my stream. That must be the Kamala spirit in the room. Anyway, if folks want to bless, you can do that. Someone asked, was my Cash App working? Brother Mookie, my Cash App is It's it's $ Dr. Randy Short, $ Dr. Randy Short, and my Zelle and PayPal are wrandyshort@gmail.com. I even have a Venmo, which I think is wrandyshort at Venmo. So I mean, there are multiple ways to do that. Please do that. It's helpful. And I do want to talk to people. I want to do some merch. So I would love some advice on how to do merch. There are things that we need to get out there. I do want to do a t-shirt to celebrate all the black men in particular that didn't support Kamswala. I think that you should have a custom shirt so we can identify each other. I mean, shoot, if the sisters can have rainbows, then we patriarchs need to have a way to identify those of us that didn't drink the Kool-Aid, which probably had a little bit of menstrual fluid, Hindu menstrual fluid in it. You know, it's like sweat rice in the Caribbean. They put vaginal secretions in the food to control men's mind. And I'm wondering if that's working in our culture. But anyway, if you like this, and trust me, more things are coming. WRandyShort, $ WRandyShort@gmail.com is a Zelle and a PayPal. And my Cash App is $ Dr. Randy Short. As well, my Patreon, which I hadn't been putting stuff out. So I've lost all the Patreon people. They left me. I was left like a black one with a bunch of bastards. But my Patreon is Dr. Randy Short. So anything that happens, I thank all the people. I think Sister Star, yeah, everybody doesn't have a lot, so don't worry about it. If you got two, send two. I have thousands of followers. Do you realize if any of them all gave like $1 in a week or a month, we would Zoom, but we are at least getting something. So do support and pray for me. Like I said to y'all, supposedly I have terminal cancer. I believe in God. I don't trust white doctors. I'm not saying that they haven't identified something. And just pray that I get my cannabis oil, and I can't wait to use that. And we will be talking about what it's like to get high when you're trying to get well. How many of y'all want to have a discussion about weed and the health benefits of weed? I don't like to smoke, but I will probably take some of that. And I'll tell you, see if I'm able to like counter these high PSA numbers at home without having people give me some stuff where I would get man titties and hot flashes and shit. I really don't want to be a tranny. I've lived this long being a man. I want to die one. Yeah, and I like my dick too much for them to sterilize me and shit. You know, I have a cousin that got sterilized and an uncle I think the Nazis sterilized. I don't like that shit. Okay? So let me let you guys go, Chef C, so you can get some sleep. You've got to cook the white people's food. And I don't want you like putting dookie in people's pie because you're mad. You probably make it taste good. But still, we want you to be okay. We don't want you to do some help shit. So let me close it here.
Congratulations, brother Doctor.
It's only one doctor.
But ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everybody for joining us here today. Listen, I want to say this to the family right here. Definitely make sure you slide over to my Patreon, become a member. Patreon.
Everybody, I don't know if it depends. I know I have to make a call or two, but I gotta figure out how to get this thing moving. And I'm gonna ask you guys, I may have to get some help to get my signal boosted because this has been nuts. I'm sorry you're not hearing sounds. I've also got to figure out what to do on making this stuff work. Anyway, you guys treat me right.
In addition to that,
I look to
want to say a major thank you.
Be in touch with you guys.
With us for the last.
This is going to be a fascinating couple of days. I want everybody to keep doing the best that they can do. And let us hope that by the end of this month we have things back in order. Again, DeAndre and Phil, and someone asked me, yes, I'm into reparations. I even have a book or two on reparations. We got to get back into these discussions. But we did want to fight against Kamswala, and that's where I put all my energy from July until this week. Now that we put this hole to bed, well, actually, we need to get her out of bed. Well, never mind, just hell, shit. We can go back to reparations, current events, books. I look forward to that and try to get this hooked up because y'all know for all of us born in 65, what is this? DJ B-side. Which month are you born in February? I'm sorry, in 65. Well, Phil Connors, if you have to ask me reparations, are you a black American? Because if you're not, we don't like foolishness. I never go in and question other people getting reparations. If you're not a black American and you're in here to disrupt my room, and I don't go into anybody's room, I don't bother nobody else's space. Every people get respected by me. I'm not going to get, well, Phil Connors, do me a favor. This is a favor I'm asking you. My favor is, don't ask me something like this when you have the option to research reparations. And in fact, if you're against reparations, why come to this site? I'm not interested in debating you. It's not of any interest to me. I'm an old black person, and frankly, we're sick of people who don't get it, how this country got built and who built it and why. And if you don't know, that's because you're study in aggressive anti-intellectualism. So, I have no issues with people not knowing, but there's no excuse as to people not knowing why. And I'm not here to do one-on-one. This is for my people. It's not for you. So, and yeah, maybe I would feel unwelcome. Nah, racists, get the fuck off my site. That's how I feel. Look at what this bastard put up here. This lying racist piece of shit. Get the fuck off my platform. That's how I deal with that. These people, that's why I didn't answer his fucking question. These people know damn well why. Don't ever let anyone come into your space and question you. I would never go in and ask why Jews want reparations. I'd never ask why Armenians want reparations. So that racist is gone. Fuck you, racist. We want it because we want it. You wanted America and it wasn't yours and you took it. We want what we're owed. I apologize to no one. Okay, I'm too old. I have no interest in building bridges to racist or nasty people. I don't have time for it. I don't countenance it. I never do that to any people. Question how they remedy a problem. Never let any white person or anyone question you when you're trying to get remedy for a problem, in particular if their ass benefited off of. I knew that he wasn't black. It was a stupid ass question. White people know damn well that you're owed. The question is don't let them get you into some discussion where you start taking a weaker position. You're in the right. Dominate the conversation. Make them like saying yes instead of trying to figure out how to make them comfortable with the fact that you want it. You got to leave the slave mindset. He actually thought us a fucking slave. No. In fact, that devil should know a bunch of my grandfathers were white slave holders. I got a whole bunch of white slave master shit inside of me. I don't think like a slave. I think about a person that's in charge. And we all need to think like that. Never let anyone question your right to remedy. I knew he wasn't black. I don't have time. Again, with my damn cancer and shit, life is too short to waste time on fucked up racist people. Um, it is not for discussion or debate. Pay the shit up. They gave these illegals. No one had an issue. That bitch isn't saying anything about these people getting thousands of dollars and SNAP and everything else. Shit that was never given to people. People who served. I know folks that are veterans in the Army that have never gotten their GI benefits, never got the stuff that they earned. I have family members destitute who served honorably. Fuck him. And everybody like him. Just in case people thought that I treat people differently, I treat everybody the same. Okay? If you listen to this, I do not spend time attacking any people. I spend time trying to get black people to get their stuff together. White people don't want you to get your stuff together. Their power comes from our confusion, our depravity, our self-hatred, our colorism, our bullshit. When we get it together, there's nothing to stop us from getting what we're owed. Okay? And punk. He's a punk to ask a question. If you're a real white man, set up your own white supremacist network and caucus with your guys to see if you can stop us from getting it. I don't waste time on them. Okay? I could care less about how people feel. This isn't about white people's feelings. Damn that. We must come together. Hi, Sister Star. Hi, everybody. So look, let's stop here, but we should have a discussion. And I have to sit down. If I have the energy, I happily will do it. And I have could care less. And if anybody's a moderator, if you see some crack up on here, they're not friends. There's no productivity that's going to come out of people like that. These bastards know damn well what things are. Don't have time to do one-on-one with crackers. I don't. I don't do one-on-one with boule people either. There's right and there's a wrong. You do work, you get paid. You build a nation, you should be compensated. Okay? Bible. God hates unequal measures, which means if you work, you get paid. If you don't get paid, it's an abomination before God. Okay, so, I don't need any white friends that I don't already have. I don't need any boule. I don't want to cross over. I don't want to live next door to you. I want to be laid up with you. I don't care to commingle my DNA with yours. Okay? If there's not respect, mutuality, and reciprocity, that includes what the hell I know I'm owed, you support it. I don't have time for anyone that doesn't agree with that. I don't make it my business to associate with anyone that doesn't get some very basic things. All of you would be better off to cut off anyone that doesn't get it. I don't have the luxury of time to waste as a heart patient and other things on some devil racist who thinks that they've got the answer to everything. They can kiss all of my black ass. And actually don't kiss me because it's so dirty. They probably have more germs in their mouth than my behind has. So people, that's another reason that people need to learn about firearms. A lot of people are never ever going to do the right thing in relationship to us, and if you're not able to defend yourself, they'll continue to be bullies like they've always been. You will never hear me suggest that you bully anyone, but you can't let anyone bully you. This is my damn platform. I pay $100 a month for StreamYard and storage and so forth. I don't countenance anybody coming on my damn platform saying shit to me I don't need to hear. Okay. So, and cut off anybody that doesn't respect you, black people. Stop having discussions. The days of one-on-one and building bridges and getting people, they already know. They know they're wrong. They've been wrong a long time. And they're addicted to doing wrong. And when you stop taking bullshit from them, that's the kind of cold turkey they need. Let me bring this to a close, people. I thank everybody for